Been a while. Too long, even. Okay. There we go. Nice. There we go. Alright, also. Perfect. Okay. Now, we had some stuff to do. I just don't remember what they were. We had, like, check some things out inside this area. Like, a lot of things out, so... Ooh. To decorate your house with figures, just open up your collection with minus. Perfect. Then select the figure you want and press the plus to display it. Okay. Oh, there's more. If you take a nap in your bed, you'll recover all your health. Good to know. I'm already full health, but... Ooh. I think everyone likes this one. Oh, okay. Ah, I see. Oops. Oh well. Good to see the animation. This looks nice. Read book. Ooh. I've played Star Allies. I want to play the Yarn game, but I don't think it's even on the Switch. I think it's only on Wii U. Royale. I would play the Royale games, except they, I'm pretty sure RPGs, and I'm not really a fan of RPGs. Or, no, sorry. These are RPGs, these are like fighter type games, not really a fan of them either. Blast? I don't recognize that one. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe? I don't recognize that one either. That one I've heard is fun. I've heard that one's really fun. Same with this one. I don't recognize this. Or this. And I've heard good things about this one as well. Yeah. A lot of really cool things there. Very cool. This looks like it's like half new. How do you do, Kirby? There's plenty to discuss today, but you'll have to connect online first. You have missed it. I'm gonna say blueprint. Okay. Okay. Hello, Bean. How are you doing today? Also, hello to you too as well, Frog. How are you both? You have mail. Hey there, this is Waddle Dee. Liveries? That's probably like a really easy word, and I just don't know it because I'm dumb. Anyways, we bring delivery presents. Nice. Right to your door. Well, my house is over there, but okay. Just enter any present codes you find, and we'll ship the related presents in and drop them by your house. Cool. Speaking of codes, there are a few present codes hidden right here in town. See if you can find them. I don't know. Also, some present codes you are shared through online announcements. We can hop online to claim those. Want to see how it works? Sure you do. I hid a present code On that wall house across from you. Okay. Go check that wall and try to find it. Okay. Any present codes you find in town can be entered and claimed offline. Pretty nifty, eh? Oh wait, I should have asked you first. Do you already have a present code? If you'd like to enter. I don't have any, I don't think. Do I have to like actually insert them? Okay, go ahead and enter your present code. Yeah, no, I don't have any. Unless I do. Nope. Nope, it's not like it saves it. What's up? Change your mind about entering the present code? Cancel. Thanks very much. Hope you see you again soon. Well, I've got to at least try to look at this. Oh? Something is written on the wall. Let's see. First password in all caps. Is this the hidden present code? Yeah, probably. First password. I'm just going to gloss over this. It's probably stuff we've already been told. Use. Okay, so in all caps. First. Did it say password or passcode? Only I could forget something that, like, just happened. Uh-huh. That code checks out. Your delivery present is already on its way. We'll look for it at your front of your house. Okay. Okay, Bean, I'm okay. Very good. That's good to hear from both of you. I'm glad you're both doing well. Sorry about that, I was reading a lot. Can't stay because bad service, but nice to see you. You too, Bean. I hope you get better service. Yeah. Bye, Bean. A delivery person arrived for the present first password. 100 star coins. Nice. I'll take it. There's so much that happened at the very end with like this entire town that there's just like so much to do here. Welcome to Waddle Dee Cafe, the coziest little bistro in town. Okay. You can grab a bite here and recover your health. We sell all kinds of tasty treats. Think you'll need a snack later? You can order food here and take it to go. Nice. We'll bring that to-go order into stages as a stock item. Then you can save it until you're in a pinch. That's useful. You can only carry one stock item at a time, though just keep that in mind. Okay. So Kirby, what can I get for you? What can I get? Whatever. Ooh, that looks interesting. It's a Carry mouth cake. It's Kirby as a car. Kirby has a hamburger. Kirby burger. Energy drink, very vague, and maximum tomato. Maximum tomato. Ah, no! Why do you do this at the worst times? I mean, actually, this isn't the worst time. It did it once, like, at the last battle inside of Metroid, so yeah, it's done worse. But anyways. What's weird is that it's not even, like, the video capture device, it's the, thing that's porting over my screen on my Switch to the laptop, you know, the dock, because it's like an off-brand dock. So, whatever though. Yeah, I know that because I used to have it connected to my TV and it did the same thing with my TV sometimes. Anyways, I would like to get the car mouth cake. Car mouth cake? Got it. That'll be 20. Got it. Bro, your stream for me is at least 10 years behind. Oh no, I just suck at reading chat. because, you know, words on screen. Usually I try to like end a conversation with a person and then after that end a breeding chat. Also, hello Rock, how you doing today? Be right back. Never mind. Would you like to eat this here or would you like to take it to go? Take it to go. Thanks. You'll hold your to-go order as a stock item. When you need to pick it up, hold X. Got it. First, I'm gonna go up top. What's up here? Oh, it's like a good place to eat. That's nice. Hey, y'all. This place has gone much livelier now that the townsfolk are finding their way back. The other Waddle Dees said they are really appreciate your help, Kirby. I'm always ready to help too. If you need a second player, just let me know from the plus pause button. Got it. More. When you use an Evolve copy ability, I grow a bit stronger too. Okay. My spear will power up to match the evolution level of your copy ability. Try it out in co-op mode. I won't. I'm glad I can keep up with you out there. And Kirby kind of makes me feel like a real hero, you know? Yeah. You are a real hero. Now to you. Cafe Manager Waddle Dee. Hey Kirby, got a sec? Yep. Now that the Waddle Dee Cafe is open, we're looking to hire some help. It's just a part-time gig. Okay. I suppose you are looking to start a career in food service. Are you, Kirby? I mean, I wouldn't mind it, I guess. Solo gig, co-op gig. Okay, solo gig. How busy? Easy gig, I guess. Why not? Let's do a mini game. Select the right item. So order and select the right item you want. Okay. Customer's happy. If the customer satisfaction level gets too low, it'll be game over. Try not to keep them waiting for too long. Got it. Beware the lunch rush. Oh no. When the lunch rush hits, the speed will increase. Serve as many correct orders as you can. Try to earn a high score. Okay. There's only 2 options, so. I have a really slow reaction time, so this is like really bad for me. It's lunch rush time. Oh no. Oh my god. Wow. I don't think I did well on that. I think I did really bad on that. Total served 29 with 1,450 points. No wrong orders, 5 plus 500. 29 most cost-effective orders, plus 870. 100% customer service satisfaction, plus 1,000. So new record at 3,820. Not bad. Gig are now available. Nice. Select difficulty, retry, end this gig. I think I'm just gonna end this gig. I might come back eventually with a harder difficulty, which I'm probably gonna regret, but we'll see. Thank you for your hard work, Kirby. Bleh. Hope you can help us out again soon. Sure. You need some? When the Waddle Dees were first being captured, I thought I would end up all alone again. But then I met you, Kirby, and you worked so hard to save everyone and rebuild this town. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you so much, of course. Okay. New stock, I just added the hammer ability. Enjoy. Nice. The tornado ability. The drill ability. Okay. Got a blueprint to give me. Let me get the tools ready and we'll get the evolution started. Okay. Thank you for waiting. The Noble Ranger is now unlocked. The Chain Bomb is now unlocked. The Clutter Needle is now unlocked. Okay. Do you know that you can inhale each of these abilities right off the counter with B? I think I actually did know that. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to go with this one. Evolve. The Needle ability has evolved into the Clutter ability. Or the Clutter Needle, sorry. Okay. What? Tell me that's not cool. Like, that's cool. Anyways, With the Needle ability, you can extend your roll a bit by picking up enemies and blocks as you go. Nice. Let's go off of B to throw stock objects and enemies in front of the powerful projectiles. The Needle ability will also let you roll through strong winds. It's so versatile. Okay. Well, should I help the ones that I like the most, or should I help the ones that I dislike the most so that they'll get better? I'm gonna do the dumb decision and just help the ones that I like. Chain Bomb. Not bad. Ooh. Whoa. These chain bombs will increase if you place bombs near each other to form a chain. Okay. Bigger, longer, or chains bigger. Yeah. And batter bombs. Okay. I'm gonna go bankrupt by the end of this. These are really dumb decisions to do all at once. I think you say that Chakram Cutter? The Chakram Cutter Treasure. Okay. Oh. That's cool. That's cool. I'll admit it. That's cool. Yeah. To charge it, just hold B to... Okay. Leash return attack. Okay. Whoa. It'll just like stay out there. And after that, I'll just, come back. That's cool. The Noble Ranger. Whoa. Whoa. Just one good shot and he's just down. And he's down for the count. Hold down B to charge a powerful blast. Can pierce through enemies' defenses. Oh, also, target switching. That flow in the air. Ranger is the only ability that can hit him. Okay. Good to know. And I believe there was something over here. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna go with this ability. I know I didn't just do this help this ability, but I don't care. I'm choosing this one. It makes me go faster too. Turn crank. Ooh, that's cool. I like that one. No. New movies today. Would you like to watch? Stop in anytime. Got it. Oh, is that secret? That secret code again? Kirby's Story. We hidden present code. Got it. Kirby's Story, all caps. I'll read that in a second, Frog. I am really bad with memory. Kirby's Story. What? Dang it, drift. I didn't realize these controls had drift. Kirby. That checks out. We sent to your house. Okay. I've gotten kicked from game lobbies at least 10 times today. You just have bad service or something? $300, nice. Okay. There's nothing down here, right? We have spent like 30 minutes in the in the entry point. We have not even made any progress in the actual game, and it has been 30 minutes. No, they just kicked me. Oh, okay. That sucks. I'm sorry. Take off their shoes, then they can't kick you. Definitely very good advice. And very realistic for sure. That's a rocket. I can't go in the rocket. Sorry, it's my turn. That's funny. Actually, wait, I'm gonna do that again, just a second. Can I be the space? Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. I wanted that screenshot. No one can judge me. Lost to find their mama, 1 out of 5. Okay. You, come with me. I am getting so sidetracked right now. There's 3 out of 5. 2 more. There's 1. There's the other one. You found your mama. Yay! I swear, with this game, it's like I'm like a child at Christmas Day. Like, it's not what I was expecting. I guess I should have expected that. It's a bunny. Gotta get the content. I have to do it this way. Okay, hop over here. Just do me a favor. There we go. Clearly, I chose the right ability. Ouch. Okay. You see, this looks like a fun theme park. Like, I'd go to this place if I could. Nice. I probably was supposed to, like, whatever. You know, gain their abilities, but whatever. Okay. Probably could have done it, but I don't care. Okay. Sorry, I'm in control now. I'm outside because the dog needed to go out. Have you tried? Like telling the dog not to. Now, look at this. This is amazing. I am a roller coaster. This is the best Kirby game of all time. This is the best Kirby game of all time. Just hands down. This is so cool. Ah, no. No. Ah. I'm really bad at controlling it, but this is so cool. Ah. That was so much fun. That was so cool. That was so cool. Retry? I won't, but I'm really tempted to. Oh, did I not get like a key or anything? Aw, man. Okay. That was so cool. And no one can tell me otherwise. What was the point of even having the lower platform? Or having the higher platform? No, please. I have a family, I think. I'm not really sure. Kirby's not very, open about that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure Kirby doesn't, actually. Why are you running over there? Whatever. I guess you don't have the one ability, okay. I've seen this in the trailers. I'm just a big ball of water. I am a balloon. Okay. I'm a water balloon, y'all. Tell me that's not cool. No. What's up, y'all? Hello, Arrow. How are you doing today? Okay. Okay, we're gonna... No! Ooh. This game is so cool. Like, this is so much fun. I'm running low on water, which is not good. Huh. Interesting. Even then, I think I'll be missing one. Did I just, like, miss one somewhere? Four. I'm confused. Good, how do you do that? That's good to hear. I'm pretty good as well. This game is really fun. I spent like half an hour just on like the opening area. Okay, it was 8 out of 8. Never mind. I thought it said, okay. I can't read, I guess. I spent like half an hour on like the hub world thing because there was just so much. Toy hammer blueprint. Have to evolve the hammer ability. Okay. I guess I'll have to do this. As much as I want to just like spray it all out. That sounds wrong. No one put that in quotes, please. This is like Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. Okay. Come on. Yeah. What, I couldn't do it as big, Kirby? I'm so tired right now. Get some sleep. Close your eyes for a long period of time. But not that long. Like, not... You have to wake up eventually. But I may get to... I may get to go to Mars' house, so I can't sleep. You can sleep before then. Like, put an alarm on your phone or something. Be like, okay, if I can go to Mara's house at 6 or something, then put an alarm at like 5:30, 5:45, you know? Depending on how fast you can, like, fully, like, get up, you know? No, I can't. What, is it, like, happening, like, in 30 minutes or something? Oh no. It's fine, I got this. I'm so good at this game. How did that happen? How did that work out? Is it supposed to be a time trials? Yep, pretty sure it is. Do I care? Nope. I'm going to just, you know, try to kill everything. because I got 2 hours of sleep, and I am extremely heavy sleeper. Okay, I understand if you're a heavy sleeper, but like, why do you only get 2 hours of sleep? Why? Especially if you knew you could see them tomorrow. The thought process doesn't exist. I can't see your thought process there. I don't trust alarms, man. How do you get up in the morning? Do you just have your parent wake you up? Because you do realize it's not gonna always work, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to end up using an alarm eventually. Is this Ermin is here? Oh, yes. Yeah, Frog is currently outside, so... oh. With their dog, so not fully here, but yes, Frog is here. And what you call an idiot? I disagree, but... No. Oh no. Is mine just like not doing that? Please, no. Oh, God. Almost there. Okay, yeah, I see you. I see you. Health. Got him. "46 seconds on the clock. Booyah." It's my sister, you buffoon. Still, like, you're gonna have to, like, live with your sister for the rest of your life or use an alarm clock. Get it right? Sorry. Why does everyone say shake my head, my head? I don't get it. I feel like everyone just does it just to mess with me. Like, it was just a... like, all of y'all just have, like, a secret Discord. Like, everyone, except for me. Just then you guys could be like, okay, how can we mess with time? Say, shake my head, my head? Perfect. That'll do it. Nora's mom is... No. The fuck? Ah. Oh, you guys like going to watch Sonic or something? Sonic 2? Yeah, I would end up asking about the Mother Prom, but I've barely even talked to Mars, so not my business. Mouthful mode. And we got the car again. Look at me. I'm a car. Ah. So can't take down the tires. Got it. Okay. You almost let it slip? I did not. I know what you're referring to, but I did not. Ah. I was very quietly mouthing the words, and it just so happened that word was one of the words I had to mouth. Although I have no idea how you actually, like, knew whatever. I'll take first or third and second place. I don't need first. That's a joke. Retry. Ah, okay. So I had to lose 6 seconds. Okay, interesting. You've talked. I've talked to Mars a little. Oh, is that not what you were referring to? Never mind. We were talking about different conversations, I guess. Anyways. Yeah, I've talked to Mars a little, but like... I don't think we've talked that much. That and my memory is terrible. That's definitely a possibility. Have I lost my mind? These are the important questions that I have to ask myself basically on the daily. What? I know I had to read that in a weird voice. I'll take it. Hey. Oh no. I have an upgraded version of your ability. Take that. You wish you were as good as me. We got this. Oh, come on. That's funny. Would it hasn't Mars taken your phone before and talked as you? Didn't that happen one time? Or something like that. It really was just, hey, this is Mars, and I took Jupiter's phone, but so it wasn't really much of a conversation as much as just like 3 words or something. But like, didn't that happen? Maybe I'm thinking someone else. Am I thinking someone else? I don't know. I've lost my mind. Okay, don't question me. No? Okay, then yeah, I've just lost my mind. Never mind. Weird. Wait, no, never mind. That was Frog. That was Frog. That's where I'm losing my mind. Frog took Bread's phone and then, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yep. I'll get it. Dang it. Now, that was a... Don't question me. Got it. You can talk about Avery? That's definitely a possibility as well. I haven't talked to Avery in forever. You barely talk to him. I'm Rainbow. Look at me. Oh. I'm sorry, I think that was supposed to be like a boss, and I think I defeated it a little too fast. Because I had the star ability. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to happen. That was funny. Giant sword blueprint. Nice. Can upgrade the sword ability. Get some food. Okay. Here we go, mouthful mode. We'll do this again. Okay, best time is 50. Can we try and beat 50? I don't know why I wasn't rocketing. Don't question me. I'm definitely not going to end up getting it now. Okay. So far I'm making terrible time. It's weird that those boxes were there. How are you supposed to... Maybe I'm supposed to, like, jump at the same time. I kind of forgot that I can jump with this. Until just now. That explains a lot. No. No. I have to use the claw ability to end up jumping while doing this. And if you don't know what I mean by claw ability, then you have not played in any Nintendo games. That or you haven't played enough. But anyways, I'll explain it when we're done with this. How's my time? Terrible! That was so bad! Okay, I need to retry that one. I need to retry that one. Yeah, what I mean by claw ability is what that thing did was it required me to hold, what was it, B? I believe, maybe it was Y, I don't know. I kind of instantly forgot the controls, I think it was B. You hold B, but then you also need to press A to jump. And there's no other, like, button to press jump with, so what you need to do is you need to use your thumb to press B, or to hold B, and have to use your pointer finger that would usually be pressing, like, the top, like, the L and RL buttons. That would end up blocking, as you can see. But yeah, instead of using it for those buttons, you move it down to the A button and you use that to jump. And I call it the claw. Because it is the only way I can describe the weird way that I am holding my controller in those moments. But yeah, I'm retrying that one. I don't need to get first. I just want to do better than that. Okay. Yeah, okay. 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 I think I got it. Come on. Yeah! Barely. Look at that. Oh my god. Wait, no, I can't read. I thought that said 49. That would have been so cool. Like, imagine how cool that would have been if I got 49.99, 49.991, and the limit I needed was 50. That would have been so cool. But I'll never reach that first place, sadly. Anyways, any life-changing moments, anyone? Ooh, fire. That ability was upgraded, so I don't really see that ability too often anymore, but still. Okay. Can I do that through the... Okay, I cannot do that through the fence. I'm confused. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, what? Oh, I'm dumb. Don't question me. Don't question me and my low IQ. That was close. How did they not kill me? Whatever. Wow. 1 minute and 22 seconds, 0.39. Despair. Ooh, that looks interesting. Whoa. Okay, I already like this world. Eat 3 hidden snacks, okay. Oh no. Okay, rude. That was cool. Monthly mode. A light bulb. Okay. Oh, to light up my path. That's cool. That's cool. I'll take down all my enemies with a light bulb. Use a claw ability again. Okay. Don't question me. Huh. Okay. Hello, Lynn. How you doing today? When Kirby turned into a night lamp? Yep, pretty much. Do you call it a night lamp and not a night light? What? Who calls it a night lamp? Like, yeah, lamps exist, and they are used in the night, but it's called a night light. See, that was on accident. Okay. I was like, it appears that Lynn has just lost her mind. Okay. Okay. I forgot the other word. Okay. Split pass. Let me go this way. Need to light this thing up. I'm doing good! Exclamation point about you! That's good to hear. I'm doing pretty good as well. This game is so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, I spent like 30 minutes in the hub world because there was just so much to do there. I think I should light this up first. Which one's the intended path? I think this is the secret path. Okay. In that way is the intended path, so I'm gonna go here first. Yeah, I think I was right. Ah, okay. Yeah, upgrade some of my abilities. I found there's like a mailing system. And also there are like secret codes around like the worlds and stuff. And if I find any of those codes, then that means I can like input them into like a little place. And then that'll give me like a reward of money. So far I've found 2 codes, one for 100 and one for 300. Both inside of the hub world though, so they weren't really too challenging, which is probably like that's probably why they had so little money. Money? Exactly. Money, money, money. Food. You find 3 hidden snacks if I can. Found 2 so far out of 3. Is the hub world like your main starting point? No, the hub world, you remember when where I ended? And it was like the little star thing in the middle, and now there was like the movie place to the left, and there was like a chef place to the in front of me. Yeah, all that. That's okay. If you at all remember that, that's the hub world. Technically, that's not what you would classify as a hub world usually, but yeah. I can't think of the word, so I'm gonna call it hub world. No. Wait a minute. I realized that last second, like, that's a wall. I need to just, like, make sure nobody else, like... Lynn, did you also not realize that was a wall? I'm not losing my mind, right? Oop, 2 seconds. I've been slapped with an ad. Oh, then never mind. Sorry. So you're back. So I'm assuming you missed the wall scene. Okay, so this looks like a wall. You are now realizing that is a wall, right? That happened before, and I wasn't expecting it. So I was like, oh yeah, that's like an area we can go to. And I realized at very last second, like, oh, that's not a hallway, that is a wall. So that's funny. Oh, okay. I did not see any wall. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, third food. Oh yeah, cake. Let there be cake. And then let my head be chopped off. Because history is crazy. Here, I'll just, yeah. One of my enemies defeated. Okay, so the left one is a wall, the right one is a reel. Nice, and we're just gonna... Because I felt like... Maybe I should just let them all fall. Okay, we're gonna... Take that. Mouthful mode. You're going down! All of you! Oh, there's a limit. Okay. Let's not go too wild then. Opinions on Angelina. Angelina makes me so mad. That's such a good character at first. Like in the idea of like her like having like this love interest with like, you know, this like criminal, but he's that criminal was like mistreated and stuff. Very cool. Not as cool as, you know, the actual criminal with the brothers who were like making him do the crimes and stuff. That's obviously a more interesting story than just like someone falling for him. But still, like, it was a cool character. And then they just went back on it and went, hey, she's straight up crazy. Have fun with that. And I was like, okay, what? hesitate to swear on that chick. She deserved everything that's coming to her. Yep, pretty much. I agree. She just took the baby. What? Excuse me? Okay. I died. But she just like took the baby, dude. What? That's how you're gonna end it? It's like a lightning round. What is this? Oh no, I missed that. Oh well. Like there's just a vending machine to the side. Imagine how many people missed the vending machine area just because they were not trying to get the wall. She went, I need my angel. Baptized her and ran. Yeah, like... Woman, are you aware that you are psychotic? Okay, Waddle Town. Okay, Waddle Dee Town. I'll only stay here for like a couple seconds, maybe finish some conversations if they start any. This area, this is the hub world that I'm at. I spent like 30 minutes here because there was just so much. Yeah. Okay. Nothing new. Okay. I mean, obviously there's some new, but I'll wait until we finish this area. Yeah, that's what I mean by hub world. Okay, over here. Like just a couple. After I killed your mom. Yep. Pretty much. Do you think the adult version of What's-His-Face, the brother, is still okay with it? I'd hope not. But at the same time, I doubt he's really learned anything in the, Storm Dimension. You know, for the past, like, probably like 2 decades or something. No, please, no! Dude! My luck and my internal clock, it's really failing me here. Like, I knew it was bad, but this is just... wow. This is a new level. You think he was gone for 5 years? I think so, but he just looked so much older than he should to be 5 years. Because he looked like... How old was he before? Hold up, just a second. Okay, just a second. Okay. Anyways. But 11 to 14? Yeah, was he 11 before? That sounds about right. He was probably like 11. At most, he might have been like 13. But then that would only put him at 18. He looked older than 18. I don't know why. He looked like he was in his 20s. He just didn't look right. And I was like, oh, so what happened to the 5-year thing? Did you just like throw that out the window? Because you look like you were gone for like 10, maybe 15. I remember that place? Yeah. Yeah. I just would have went for like a more younger actor. That's not proper English. More younger, of course. English at its finest. But yeah, I would have went for a younger actor. If I were creating the show. But maybe it really is just like, oh yeah, he was gone for like 20 years or so. I don't know. No, please. I started laughing. That's funny. I like how it just like suddenly turned into night. Like you just saw the sky go, oh, it's all bright and sunny. Oh no. He's reached the level where it must look very, very dark. I should have captured that guy. I missed that. You'll probably see it again once we leave the level, so I'll show you if they do it. Okay, tell me this doesn't look cool. This looks so cool. Like, yo, I'd go here. I'd go to this theme park for sure. Like, where can I sign up? Like, that is so cool. That's a lot of effort for it, yeah. I was looking at my homework. Man, imagine having homework. What a loser. I'm sorry, Lynn, I'm joking. Gotta get all these ducklings to their home, too. We did this in an earlier level. We had to get 5 baby ducks to the mother duck. No, no, I need to kill that bunny. No, no, no! Bunny! Okay. Okay. How many is that? 4? Oh no. No. Okay, that's all 5, I think. 5, yeah. You see, sometimes I like to end up like inside my head read a message with emotes like, oh, nice. All 5. Oh yeah. I like to read a message with emotes like as if they were actual words. So sometimes it'll just go like, oh man, imagine having homework. Raccoon, raccoon, raccoon. It sounds so stupid, but it's very entertaining. Oh my, person's skull. I'm assuming I can capture this guy. Oh, it's a tornado, okay. Oops. Oops. Wait. Okay, so Lynn, you know Ninjago, right? I've learned Spinjitzu! I've learned Spinjitzu! My dream has come true! I've heard of it. You haven't watched Ninjago? No, this is not okay. Unacceptable. Technically, a lot of people are like, oh man, I stopped watching it a long time ago, and a lot of people actually think it's over now, but they still make Ninjago episodes and stuff, like, and it's still good. Not as good as it used to be, but it's still good. I'm dead. Person's skull. Exactly. Mouthful mode. Okay. Wait. Why are there different... Why would anyone take that one? Huh. Interesting. It's interesting that they made the cone an option. Man, I, like, really suck at this, don't I? I've seen some TikToks. I want to try it again, but with the cone. They had to have made an option for a reason. They even kind of like hit it off to the side. Like, look, this was like right here, and then this was over here, like... Oh wait, was it just for this secret? Oh. Maybe? Ah, I see. Got it. 2.933 seconds. Who can beat that? Probably a lot of people, like, a lot of people. But still, it ain't bad. But yeah, like, there's the original series that was like Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, I believe, and they made this new series where they have shorter episodes, but it like looks kind of better because they use like different kinds of animation. I think. And yeah, that's called just Ninjago, which made it a little bit confusing because nobody ever called Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. They always just called it Ninjago, but whatever. Can I defeat these? No, I cannot. Worth a shot. Okay, mouthful mode, and we got water, okay? Look at this. I am a water balloon. Tell me that's not cool. I'm just one big water balloon. Oh, okay, I need to, okay, I got you. That looks kind of like flan or pudding. I could see that. That's fair. Refill. Yeah. Oh, I have to... Okay. I'm bad at my job, I guess. I knew there'd be something else. I like how you just, like, get the stuff with the big Kirby. Lower tornado blueprint, okay. There are more? I doubt it, but... Yeah, I figured. Please. I do like I just like plops all down at once. Okay, I'm gonna need this tornado ability now. Or not. I need that coin. My greed. It's too intense. Nice, we got all of them. Okay, just have a train go over my head. Normal day. We got it. Okay. Okay. The way you pronounce some stuff in Spanish cracks me up. You getting better? That's good. That's good to hear. I still have learned very little. Is mujer woman or man? I think woman is... Wait. Yeah. Mujer is woman. And then, like, hombre or something is man. I have a 29-day streak. That's what I've learned. Hombre's man. Yes. Yeah, flan. Like, isn't that like a words? Isn't that like a food like everywhere? I think I've heard of flan before. Isn't it pronounced flan? I'm assuming that's what you're referring to here. Because between all the words you said recently, that is the word I know the least. The H is silent. Yeah, hombre. Was I saying hombre? I definitely wasn't trying to. Yeah, the H, almost all H's are silent. Almost all J's make the H sound unless they just decide not to. And then 2 L's apparently makes the J sound for some weird reason. Can't do that without that. Oh, okay. What are we pronouncing? Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh, okay. That was... Okay, that didn't kill me. Aw, I wanted to have that one blow up too. I like it when things blow up. Okay, so it looks like I have to go over here. Rude. My computer's being weird at the worst moment. There we go. Okay, so here. Oh, I'm low on time. "25 seconds on the clock. Booyah. Leanto? Wait, that's 2 L's. Which means Janto. Jonto. The one that confuses me. It confused me for a bit. Huh. It's 2 L's. It sometimes says the J sound, I think. Maybe it always does. I don't know. Yeah, I'd assume it's either Janto or Jonto. I don't know. Satana, did I tell you about the girl who faked a broken leg at my school? No, you did not. Please do tell. Also, how do you how do you fake a broken leg? Like, do you like just have crutches? In which case, where did you get the crutches? Or maybe you got like the wheelchair? Again, then how did you get a wheelchair? What was the second pronunciation? The Jonto, I think, was my second pronunciation. Okay, Jonto, got it. Okay, what are all these abilities again? Okay, that's the guns. Sword. Bombs. I'm going with bombs. I like it when things blow up. Yeah, she has crutches, but like no boot, no bandages, no. What? Like no brace, no bandages, no nothing. It was just. Okay, was she at least attempting to show, like, broken leggage? Like, was she like leaving her leg hanging, or the hanging, and just only walking really with her other leg and using the crutches to? Was she at least doing that, right? And like we've all seen her walk normal. What? And this was a recent development. What? Where's the thought process here? What? Where's the reasoning? Lateral leopard? Okay. Claw line? Okay, whatever. Those aren't words. Okay. I don't think I like this boss. This boss does not seem too nice. Okay. Oh, wait, I need that. Okay, I didn't see that I lost it. Okay. We've clearly made the cat mad. Okay. Okay. We have made the cat very mad. Where did you go? No. This is not okay. Ah. Okay. Okay. This is not okay. This is very not okay. Ah. Ah. No, I need that. Please, cat, I have a family, I think. I don't really know if Kirby has a family, but that doesn't matter. I count as my own family. Doesn't that work? I say that counts as a family. It technically does go onto a family tree. It's just a very small family tree. And heck, you don't know, maybe Kirby has a wife and kids. Or maybe husband. I don't know. Ah! No! Ah, I'm so close to death. How do you... Ah! Okay. You don't know anything about Kirby, because I don't even know stuff about Kirby. Which is why you're trying to kill Kirby. I plead self-defense. No, no, my book fell. Pencil drill blueprint, very nice. To help with the drill ability. You get this guy, I'm gonna pick up my book. I need to find a better place for this book. Maybe I should ask the Discord later, like, hey, where do y'all hold your books? Because this sucks. This is a terrible system. It's too compact. Anyways. Okay. These ads are targeting me. Sorry. As soon as I started talking about the real interesting stuff. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, she was fine up till like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And my friend just told me her and her boyfriend are like having a fake wedding photo shoot. So for the wedding photo shoot, you chose to have a broken leg. What? Also, who just has like a fake wedding photo shoot? That's kind of weird. Is that just me? Maybe that's just me that finds that weird. I don't know. Isn't Kirby like 5 years old? I don't think Kirby has a canon age. I mean, Kirby faces a lot for 5 years old, so I'd hope not. Okay. Tornado ability evolved. Okay. That was a weird sound. Oh, my health. I know I can help that. Here's my house. There we go. This'll help it go by. Oh, wait, I forgot. Oh, whatever. Perfect. At school, by the way. Yeah. Like, who does that at school, too? Like, what? How do you do, Kirby? There's plenty to discuss today, but you'll have to connect online first. Sure, I recently got Nintendo Switch Online. Okay. And saying change to use. Yeah, okay. Connecting. This is a terrible idea. It'll probably show my name. For the new Crash evolution is hiding it. Okay. I don't feel like reading that. It was like something about horror. A hole in the wall. Okay, got it. NATO is okay. Orders. Like no one more? No. Very useless. She just told me she saw a boy throw her into the air like a potato bag? What? Just whoop. What? Huh? Who just does this? Okay. That's not something someone with a sprained/broken leg would do. No. Yeah, no, that's not a good idea, like, ever. That backfires a lot of the time, even if you don't have a broken leg. Yeah, I'll try to show you around town to end up seeing everything. But yeah, that reminds me of, inside middle school one time. Obviously a couple years ago, but yeah. Kids were doing that, like, they were just, like, throwing each other, and, like, catching. Yeah. And they were doing this to people. And what happened was the principal walked up and went, "Hey, don't do that on school property. Go over there and do it. Like, if you're gonna do it over there out of school property, because then the school cannot be blamed if someone gets hurt." And I found that hilarious. Okay. Evolved hammer ability. Her boyfriend and carry her around the school? What? Just... Don't mind me. Don't mind me just taking up half the hallway, holding up my girlfriend. And everyone else is just like, dude, be responsible and take 3/4 of the hallway walking aside your girlfriend like everyone else. Like, it looks softer than the original hammer. What is this? Like, it's like expandable. It doesn't look like it would hurt. Like, I'd be fine if Kirby asked me, like, hey, can I hit you with this? I'd be like, okay, sure. And if I'd just be shot off to Narnia. By the way, I'll admit, Lynn, those were good movies. Oh, I can... Okay, holding B will make... Okay, got it. Ooh. Okay, so... There's that. And then there's just the original whack. Got it. Okay. Well, let's upgrade the tornado. As the tornado, or as the principal should, yes. What time is it? 5? Okay. We got time. We got like an hour. To be able to evolve into Flora tornado. Okay. That's probably English, not to know that word. Anyways. It's made out of rubber. Well, like a rubber hammer? Yeah. Wait, what were good movies? The Narnia movies. I was flying in midair. I've learned air jitsu! Or, what did Jay call it? What did Jay call air jitsu? No, I should know this. Taekwondo! That was it! Taekwondo! I think it's Taekwondo. Yes, I've learned Taekwondo! Yes! Look at me! I learned Taekwondo! Air Jitsu! Yes! Anyways, please tell me. You know, to pull enemies. Alright, that's Cyclone. Launch them back. With B and the other. Yeah. Okay, cool. And you didn't want to watch them. Okay. I still think I watched them at the right time. Like, there was like a long list of things to do, and I like put it off. I think I put it in the right place. Like, there were more important things than watching Narnia, in my opinion. Like Hilda? Man, if you haven't seen Hilda, watch it. It's so good. By the way, did you know next is Spirit? Oh, right, Spirit. Yeah. I kind of forgot where to find Spirit. Anyways. But yeah, did you know that Netflix has actually been, like, mistreating and honestly is kind of, like, trying to get rid of any animation things on Netflix? Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like, shoots a pencil out, too. That's cool. Holding B down. Yep. Quake Surge. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, of course, if I go in a circle. That's cool. Anything else that needs an upgrade? Okay, the sword, and then that seems to be it. Okay. Do I not have enough? Oh, I don't have... Of all the things, the valuable stars, I have enough of that, but the actual, like, coins, that I don't have enough of, because of course. Anyways, I'm gonna go with this one, so I can get around faster. I have in fact not seen Hilda. I know. I remember that you have not seen Hilda, and you need to watch it. Animated things, yeah, they have so many animated things, and a lot of them do really well. Some animated things are staying, but very, very little. Like, they have fired a whole bunch of people from animation, and yeah, basically a lot of, like, animation overall is being mistreated, because I've learned a lot about this recently. People who are working on animation and things, like drawing it, are not being given enough time, are literally, like, being crunched to get a bunch of things out at a really short time span, and make stuff that, like, a lot of things are not nearly as good as it could be. That's also why a lot of shows recently have been getting a lot of filler episodes. It's because those filler episodes, they have to, like, they reuse assets. It makes sense they can still get just a little bit of time to get, like, something good out of the more important episodes. Yeah. It's really bad. And that's just happening with all of animation. I'm pretty sure there's even, like, a thing going on like, Facebook or Twitter, someone's like, #help the, animators or something. But yeah, they just, like, fired and canceled, like, so many shows. A lot of shows just aren't happening now. Yeah, one more. I don't want a cannon. I want something important. Like... I'll take it. A glunk. I got a glunk. That sounds bad. New movies? What movies do you have? I don't think I'm gonna watch any of them, but okay. Just the cat. That terrifying cat. Man, if I struggled with the cat, imagine how bad I'm gonna do on everything else. Oh no. We're typically overworked and underpaid. Yeah, it's really bad. Out of curiosity, can I, like... Yes! I went through the chimney! I knew I'd be able to do that. Because a similar thing happens inside of, Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah. It's the mailing service. Oh. Aw, that's not what I thought it was gonna be, but I'll take it. That's cool. Aw, can't kill them. They're down. Welcome to the Colosseum's reception area. You can enter tournaments here and battle a rush of former bosses. If you make it all the way, if you make it all the way to the end and make it out on top, you'll win a special reward. And that's not all. We seem to have an unexpected warrior using the first tournament as training. All the way from Planet Popstar, suck in the new world like us. That's right, it's Meta Knight. I like using this guy's voice. This is fun. So, are you gonna enter the tournament too? Why not? Okay, you're officially entered in Meta Knight Cup. It's about to get intense in there. I can't wait. The entrance to the Colosseum is right over there. Prepare for some tough battles, then head on in. Okay. That was fun. Yeah, Meta Knight is a enemy that I think isn't like full-on enemy. I don't know. But either way, it's cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It sounds a lot like that. Yeah. This was a topics from the 20 minutes ago, but now I'm gonna go get the small Walmart and get flan. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Have fun. Does that mean you're leaving? If so, then bye, Lynn. Was I supposed to take all of them? Whatever. We'll take this. Bring it on! I should ask my mom if we can go later. No time. Oh, okay. Boom. Oh, that's not what I thought it would do. It's like a big build-up for something like so small. Like, really? Like, look at that. It's like sucking in so much air. And it comes with just like a little cloud. Which I guess makes sense. You have to suck up a lot of air to get all the hydration to make a little cloud. But still. Like, look at that build-up. Oh, okay. And that actually did something. Now I look like a crazy person. No! No! I can do it. No! I was so close. Look at that. I have to like keep on going repeatedly. Maybe I should have taken those M. Whatever. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. Did this count as a boss? I don't really remember this guy too much. As long as we don't have the, oh no, the, cat person. Or really that, gorilla either. That was a big dude. Scary. Please don't hurt me. So small and hopeless. Oh no. No, no. Got him. Okay, cool. Have you ever had bottle caps? Yeah? Wait, what do you mean by bottle caps? Wait, because, what? Have you ever had bottle caps? I can't read or speak. Have you ever had bottle caps? Like, a cap to a bottle? Like the candy? There's a candy called bottle caps? No, I have not. I know the lid of a bottle. I have not eaten it, but I know of it. But I have never heard of a candy called the bottle cap. Have you ever had a creamy before? One of the adults I know said, yeah, it was, and I wanted to test that theory out. I have never heard of that either, I don't think. That's a very wide variety of word that I'm not going to end up saying because it sounds wrong. But yeah, I don't recognize off the top of my head, though. Dang it, it is the gorilla. Was only a one-state thing? Ah. Okay. You probably can Google if it's a one-state thing. remember one time, Apple was talking about an event happening, and it was like, "You've never heard of this thing?" And I'm like, "No." So I googled it, and if it turned out it was a one-state thing, which made it sound that Apple had to delete all the messages in that conversation because it gave away Apple's state. On an unrelated note, I accidentally learned Apple's state. Definitely unrelated. You see, these are way easier than the actual original boss fight. And I feel like this feels cheating. This feels like cheating. Okay, I don't need those. Okay, so it was the big M's that I just like ate all of them because why not? It turns out that these all stay here, and if they get smaller into these small little tomatoes, and after once you eat them, they don't show back up. So yeah, I kind of wasted a lot there, but oh well. It's a type of ice cream thing, but smoother? No, I don't think I've ever heard of that. It's not giving me an answer, but it might be. Okay. You're gaining blackmail? Not wrong. I have quite a bit of blackmail on Apple, actually, in retrospect. But to be fair, Lynn, you have a lot of blackmail on me as well, so... Me and you just have this little agreement of like, you don't blackmail me and I don't blackmail you. That is definitely the agreement. Friendship, never heard of it, it's just not blackmail. That's what it's called. And if this boss fight is easier or harder like this, like seriously. We got the cat mad. Again, these boss fights seem to be easier, so hopefully I don't have to worry too much about this cat, but still worrying. This cat, okay. Still the strongest so far for sure. And I'm still doing very, very little damage to this cat. Okay. I've almost got him. Yes! We got him. I killed the cat. Is there more? Oh, wait, do I have to... I might have to end up fighting Meta Knight. I'm gonna heal that up real quick. I have blackmail on you. Yeah, you know my state and my town. And a lot of other information. But back to the bottle caps. Yeah, it's a small round candy and it's just 5 flavors. Wait, what? But it has 5 flavors, like 5 different flavors or 5 flavors all in one. An ad probably just came up. Dang it. This is news to me. 5 different... Okay. I was like, I know that would taste too good with all of them being in one. Oh no. It has a sword and it knows how to use it. That was a very easy fight, but there's a second one, I'm sure. Run. It no Spinjitzu. Got him. Quick and easy. Oh, right. Is there more? How long does this go on for? Grab it. Okay. Meta Knight. Bring it on, Meta Knight. I predicted the future time. Yeah, you predicted, yeah. No, that's the wrong button. You'd think I know the controls by now. I've only gone through like 3 worlds in this game. Yeah, I am called Timeline for a reason. I can predict the future. That is definitely how I got my name. Okay. Okay, it seems I've reached the second phase for Meta Knight. Bring it on! Okay. What is that? Okay. No, okay, get up. Get up. Okay. It's good to start in the center, so that you can get anywhere fast. Okay. We've almost got him. Got him. I'm back. Welcome back, Lynn. We got Meta Knight. Booyah. But yeah, I can see when ads start because to my left, stunning victory. I'll read that in a second. To my left, because I'm playing on the Switch, I am literally looking at my OBS screen right now. When I'm playing on like Steam or something. Excuse me. When I'm playing on Steam or something, where I'm playing like Portal and stuff, I actually have that game open. But when I'm playing on Switch games, I just like have OBS open, which is funny. So when I look to my left, there's like a little button where I can start ads, but that is no longer an option because the ads played. But yeah. Congratulations on your stunning victory, Kirby. And here's your hard-won victory. I can't read. 500, nice. Ooh. Meta Knight Blueprint. Ooh, I need that. I need that. Hello? That's cool. There's so many secrets in this place. Especially just compared to other hub worlds, you know? Huh. I like it. I've spent so much time on this, just the hub world today. Like, okay. In here. Yes, please. I would like to have that. Okay, I need 3, I have 4. Okay, perfect. Wait, that 1,200? Rude. You raised the price. Not okay with that. Made me sad. Wasn't there someone else that needed to evolve? Guess not. Okay. Wait, maybe it was the sword thing. There was... Ah, I see. I guess we'll buy this one first. What? Lynn, am I seeing things? That looks terrifying. Gigantic sword. Yeah, I see that. It looks like Link now? Yeah. To shield yourself, use L or R. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. Just boom. Now I just have spikes all over me. That looks awesome. And just like I can cause earthquakes with that. You're coming with me, sword ability. Also, we're gonna talk about how I just... The first words, like the first reaction to this new upgrade sounded wrong. No, I'm just not gonna mention it. What is it? 551? Ah, I can only finish like one more level, maybe. Okay. I can hear chat now. Maybe if you didn't spend like an hour inside the hub world. Right, you are, chat. How did it sound wrong? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so... Look, it's a long sword. Now try to have a dirty mind. And think about how long sword can sound wrong. It's not the dirtiest thing in the world, but still, it's... Oh no, I lost my long sword. I can't have that happen, otherwise I'll be stuck with a small one. What would everyone think? Now I'm doing it on purpose. Also, my mic didn't get that much better. It made sense that if I had like sniffles and things, you would still hear it, which I guess, I don't know. I shouldn't have expected that to go away because it was like sounded the same pitch as my voice, so it probably wouldn't have made sense for that to go away. But other things did go away. For instance, you can barely, and sometimes you even can't, hear when I press a button. Like, you can hear the game, but like you can't really hear when I actually like press a button on my controller, really. Not what I meant. You. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? 26.4. Why is the scale only 1 to 10? Why isn't it like, okay, why isn't it like 0.1 to 10? Or even better, 0.01 to 10. That would be a much more wide variety. Plus you get a lot more specific on how the patient is feeling. But no, Baymax wanted to be lazy and only go from 1 to 10. Also, did you know that Baymax is going to get a show on Disney Plus? It's called Baymax. Big shock, I know. I might have brought that up before. I don't know. I keep on pressing the wrong button. Why am I so dumb? I think I might have heard a bit about that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got like our first or second like real trailer recently. I saw that. That was pretty good. It looks good. It's, at least as far as I can hear, I could be wrong, but it sounds like they kept the voice actors. But we didn't see any of the other characters. Like, we saw Hero, of course, and we saw Baymax, and we also saw the aunt of Hero, but we didn't see any of the other characters, like Yo-Yo or whatever. Which, you know, were pretty important characters. You'd think they'd show up. I'm dead. Oh, well, that's new. What's new? Nice. Imagine making a show and I'm just not including half of the cast. Yeah, I'm assuming that they're at least in there. They might have just not shown them because they have like a different voice actor or something. That, or the voice actors. I may or may not have went ham on that button. You can't miss it if you just destroy the dang thing. Money. Money, money, money. I don't like money. There's probably a way that I could have gone to the area below, but I didn't feel like it. Lynn, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? And if you have, then what would you bend if you could? And if you haven't, then why have you not seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? That is such a good show. Not what I meant. Yeah. Some of it? Okay. That's something, I guess. I feel. I can understand if you haven't seen Korra, because personally, I did not get into Korra. I've been considering, like, rewatching it, and, like, actually, like, watching all the way through. But yeah, the original time, though, I just did not get into it at all. I don't know why, it just was not fun to watch. Rude. Yeah, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, though, the original show that was good. You would say Earth? Any reason why? What would I control? I'm realizing now that I don't even know the answer to my own question. I'd say probably fire, because fire and air are two very, very, definitely the strongest out of all of them, in my opinion, because, with water and earth, they actually need that material around them. Like, when you're a waterbender, you need to have a water bottle with you at all times to be able to strike back, or be near a pond or something. And with Earth, if someone locks you into like a area where you don't have access to actual ground and or metal, which it's very hard to control metal, but whatever, then you cannot do anything. So if you were inside like a little cabin with just wood, you would not be able to use your powers at all. But with air and fire, air obviously can do anything at all times because we're surrounded by air. And then, fire, they can just make fire out of nowhere. So they're, in my opinion, definitely the strongest and the two, like, main choices in my mind. I've seen some of Korra. That's... Okay. All I've seen from Korra is that someone is a lesbian. I don't remember that. And people thirsting over Zuko's. Yeah. Son/nephew, yeah. Pretty much. I just feel like it would be the most useful. Yeah, I can see that. But like, there's Earth under the wood. But inside the show, what they did was they surrounded the people in metal, and until this point, people didn't know that people could metal bend. And the metal and stuff was so thick, if you make the material thick enough, you cannot control the Earth from that far away. So that metal was so thick that they could not control it, and it was like a whole thing inside the show that they had to... Okay, I just lost my controller. Yeah, but they had to, like, learn how to metal bend, and it took a lot of time. Well, that was cool. There's Earth everywhere? Yeah, but if you keep them far enough away from the Earth, you now lose that ability. But yeah, I'd say water is the weakest one, in my opinion. Although water has its benefits, because water can also control ice in some forms, and also can blood bend, which I'm not going to get into that, because it's terrifying. And it's, out of all of the bendings, blood bending is the strongest, which would make it sound like, yeah, water bending is the strongest, but it also has its downfalls in there, so I'd still say that water is the weakest, but that is debatable just because they can blood bend as well. But yeah, and I'd say that Earth, although is very, very strong, is stronger than water, but is weaker. I'd say it's just a little weaker than fire and air. And that it really just comes down to how you would end up choosing to use your abilities, because if you were to use it fast-paced, I'd suggest fire for you, because fire is a very fast-moving thing. They control them very, very well. At the same time, you can only control them in a certain amount of ways. While air is a bit slower than fire bending, but you can use it in a lot more ways. It's a lot more agile, I guess, as an element. If that makes any sense. Okay. There we go. 1 minute, 43 seconds on the clock. I definitely did not watch that part. Yeah, it's a section, to say the least. And it's terrifying. No, that was something. Okay, Lynn. I know you're okay with spoilers. I have been kind of avoiding things. Is it okay if I end up spoiling some things so I can give more information? What is happening? Just a second. What? Is it time to eat? Live? Yes. Yes. You want me to end? And there we go. Okay, that was weird. Hey, are you videoing? It's called live, Mom, but okay. Okay, are you live then? Yeah. Fine, I'll go get your brother. Okay. Yeah, it was weird. I probably should end. Okay. Okay, how long did that take me? Okay, we got time to end up. Quick math. I should have time to end up finishing just this one episode bit. Go for it? Okay. So, there are a lot of like miniature types of bending with all the elements. So earth bending can earth metal. It's metal bending, but it's just very, very difficult to do. The first ever metal bender was actually the metal bender from the show, Toph. And Toph is terrifying. Like, when I say my favorite character is Toph, I mean my favorite character is Toph because Toph is both scary and also hilarious at the same time. Which is the best mixture you can have out of a character. But yeah, and then water can blood bend, where it's exactly what it sounds like. They can bend blood. Like human blood. They can make humans do basically whatever they want by bending their blood. It is terrifying, and by far the most terrifying way to bend. But what seems to happen, what's weird is that they can only apparently do it during blood moons. But that's still once a month. So once a month for what's basically a guaranteed win is still strong and terrifying. So yeah, if someone's a waterbender and they know how to bloodbend, do not mess with them. Because all they have to do is wait for the right time in the month, and then you're done for. And they can kill you in a multitude of ways. They can make you slowly torture yourself. They can just snap your neck real fast. Like, it doesn't matter. They can do that no matter what. They can do it real fast or real slow. It really just comes down to how much mercy the person has. And then, what else is there? I think water can also ice bend. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm pretty sure they can. Fire, can they lava bend? Was that it? Right, no. That's what it is. That was scary. Fire can, this is gonna sound weird, lightning bend. Yeah. Because lightning, creates fire, apparently that makes a strong enough connection that, and this is very, very difficult to do. Like, basically you just have to, learn how to do it, and then after that just hope you never have to use it. Like, in the training that we ended up seeing, eventually one of the character just goes, okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for real lightning. And the person who's training him just goes, are you insane? No! You should never have to do this. That is a terrible idea. This is just so then you know how to do it if you really need to in a pinch. But you 100% should never have to just train how to do this by experience. That's a terrible idea. You might die. So yeah. Yeah, they really can just control lightning. Except I don't think they can actually create lightning, I'm pretty sure. Although fire can create fire, firebenders can create fire, they cannot create lightning. They have to have an actual lightning around them, as far as I'm aware. Oh, does it want me to use that thing? But I like this. Yeah. The show writers were reaching for that connection. They really were. Then you did end up having an ad play, right? I just kind of like went silent because I assumed you weren't able to hear me. Okay. But yeah, there's a... I think that's all the different kinds of bending. I don't think air has any other types of bending, and that's just because air just is so agile and can be used in so many different ways. Yeah, that it just works like that. Also, can we just talk about how fast Aang should be going? Like, I get it, Aang can go fast, but Aang should be going so much faster with all of the abilities that Aang has. Because think about it like this. Oh, it's like a boo. It died. Anyways, think about it. If you can control Earth, that means whenever you take a step, you can have like the ground underneath your foot like lunge you forward just a little bit. Like it'll just like bend up as you step on and launch off of it, making so you just get that little bit of extra speed. Then air, of course, making so you're like 10 times more aerodynamic, and maybe even have some air like pushing against your back. And then you can have fire coming out of your hands like a rocket to shoot yourself even further. And then water bending is useless for speed, but you get the idea. Yeah, like the idea is there though. Like you can go so fast, and Aang does go fast inside the show, but Aang I feel like should just go so much faster. Oh, different kind of cone. Nice. We're betting to make ships move quiet. That's true. Not to mention just move quickly as well. Like you can make them move quickly and quietly at the same time. Oh no. I've fallen and I can't get up. But I can respawn. I made it. Took damage, but I got him. Yeah, like the avatar is so useful. Okay. Here's what doesn't make sense to me. So, what happened inside the show is that the firebenders were trying to get rid of the avatar so that they can be the almighty force and they can take over the world. That was the entire intention. But here's what happened. The Avatar had just died as a firebender, and the Avatar goes through because the Avatar is like resurrected and stuff. Did I do that? I'm so confused. Did I do it or not? I'm assuming I haven't done either of these. Even though it looks like I have. Whatever. Yeah, so they go in like resurrection orders, and it goes, was it like water, earth, fire, then air, I think? Water and earth might be switched around, I don't know, but either way, it goes from fire, yeah, okay, it goes fire, air, water, then earth. Okay, I think that's the order. So what happened was the Fire Nation started attacking to get rid of the Avatar, and they ended up fighting and tried to kill all of the Airbenders. They obviously failed because Aang still existed and he was the Avatar. Yeah. But this now means that the Avatar will be resurrected as a water elemental. Which, yeah, I get the idea of, like, keep it a baby, so that, like, oh yeah, now the Avatar is a baby again as a water elemental. Now, it's not a threat because it's a baby. But the thought process just didn't make sense. Like, if it's an air, and it's gonna resurrect as a water next, get rid of every single water, so then no new babies can show up as a water. Now, once the Avatar is dead, you're done. It's dead. It can't resurrect. Why would you go for the air if it is an air and you know it can resurrect? It doesn't make sense. It's not a good plan. We're gonna end after this. Okay. I'm just gonna accept fate. Dude! Yeah. Okay. Like 46 or something seconds on the clock. 45, okay. Did I get 45 exactly? What? Weird. Why not kill the avatars until it comes back to fire? That would work, yeah. The only thing though is that the avatar, its entire force and the entire intention as a fire, or as a, like, existence, is to have balance between every single elemental. If one attacks another, the avatar is meant to stop that attacking. And the avatar before them, before Aang, that was a firebender, even tried to stop. Like, he couldn't really do that much of a job because it was like right before the real attacking started to happen. But still, that person did their best to stop it from happening, even though they were a firebender. So it's best believed as all the firebenders, like, oh yeah, you can't, no matter what, we cannot let this guy, like, exist even if he is a firebender. Brainwashing can work, but the avatars have this connection between, like, all of them. So return. It will be ending soon. I'm just gonna, like, finish these last couple of thoughts. So basically all of the other avatars, like every single one of them, can, like, kind of connect with the current avatar. And that makes it so then they can kind of, like, tell him some things and give him some hints, like, hey, maybe you aren't the good guy, you know? So the plan wouldn't have worked too well. Raised in a certain environment? Yeah. That could work, it's just... It's not a foolproof plan, you know? Ooh, nice. Plus, they don't have to say they're the good guys. I mean, yeah, but still, even if you don't say you're the good guy, then as the Avatar, you will be turned to the good side. Like, it's the entire intention, it's all the Avatar has ever been. Good. A force of good. Trying to do the very best for everyone, always. So although, yes, it's a possibility that the Avatar could turn evil, it's just not realistic. It's not a good plan to base your thing. It's not a good idea to base your plan off of a maybe. It's never a good idea to do that. So when your plan is a maybe, the best idea to do is to, you know, change your plan. Corruption arc. Why not? You know what? Maybe Kirby should have a corruption arc. Attack! They're dead! Who's next? Oh, they got back up. Ah! Die! All of you! Ah! Did they just... Were they cheering? Did they cheer me on? What the heck? Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try... Boom! It was fire, too. They've gotta be... Did they just wave at me? Did they just wave at me? What the heck? Anyways. Yeah, we'll probably be... I think I'm gonna end up ending. Wow. Ending scene. Wow. Okay. Is there anyone live? Oh no, my phone's being weird. Ooh, there is someone live. They're ending. Okay then, never mind. Double raid? Nah. Yeah, bye Lynn. Hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the Discord. Bye-bye.